Hi, welcome to my video on part 1 of finding the slope of parallel lines. The slope of parallel lines. Let's plot a couple of points and draw a line through them. Plot the point -3, 0. X is -3, y is 0. Right there. X is 0, y is 3. X is 0, y is 3. So let's draw that line through those 2 points as best we can. Here we go. Done. Draw a line through the points and find the slope of the line. So the slope of the line is x1, y1, x2, y2. Well, one way to find the slope is to, let's say, go rise 1, 2, 3 and run 3, 1, 2, 3. So the slope is rise over run, and we rise 3, which is a +3. We run 3, which is 3 to the right, which is +3. So the slope of the line is 1 looking at the graph. But we can also do the slope of the line by doing y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So that's 3 minus a 0 over x2 is 0 minus -3. So that's 3 minus 0 is 3. Double negative is positive, so that's a 3. So I can do slope from the graph by rise over run or slope formula. Let's plot 2 more points. The point 0, -2. X is 0, -2, right there. And the point 2, 0. X is 2, y is 0 there. So let's draw that line. We got the line drawn to the points and find the slope. Again, we just find the slope very quickly by doing the rise over the run because it's from a graph. And the rise is 2 plus, and to the right 2. So it's 2 over 2, which is 1. I could do the slope formula, but we should know how to. Line A and line B are, these 2 lines look like they're parallel to each other. The slope of A, which is this one, is 1. The slope of B, which is this one. So the slopes are equal. Slopes are equal. They're both equal to 1. Parallel lines have equal slopes, same slopes, equal slopes, whatever word you want to use, same or equal, your choice. So this demo here is to illustrate that if you have parallel lines, you have equal slopes. Parallel lines have equal slopes. So in that case, find the slope of a line parallel to each of these below. So the slope of this line is 2. So the parallel line has a slope equal to 2. The slope of this line is -3, so the parallel line has a slope of -3. The slope of this line is 2 over 7, so the parallel line has a slope of 2 over 7. I'm going to just write down parallel line, this parallel symbol. D is not so obvious, but yes, this is a point slope form. Remember, the point here is -3, 6, and the slope is 5. So a parallel line has a slope of 5 because parallel lines have equal slopes. This is another form. This is the slope x-intercept form. So the slope of this line is -1/4, so the parallel slope is -1/4. Now this one is not so obvious, so we have to solve this one for y. So 4y equals -10x plus 12. Solving for y, we're going to write it into the slope y-intercept form. So solve for y, divide by 4, it cancels out, y equals, and that's a negative 5 over 2x plus 3. So the slope is a negative 5 over 2, so the parallel slope is negative 5 over 2. Notice we have to solve the equation for y to get it into y equals mx plus b. When we solve it for y and get this form, m is the slope. Y equals 4 is a, let's see, y is 4. Y is 4 is, y is always 4. Let's have a look. Y is always 4, like that. That's a horizontal line. So the slope of that line is 0. So a line parallel to it, which would be this one or this one. I could draw that one. I could draw that one. So all of these lines have a slope of 0 because parallel lines have a slope of 0. Notice horizontal line, y equals 4. X equals 3. Let's have a look at it. X is 3. X is always 3. So there's 3 there. There's the x-axis. X is 3 all the time. So that's a vertical line, and the slope of a vertical line is undefined. So a line parallel to that, which could be this one, or it could be this one, the x-axis, or the y-axis itself, any one of these is parallel to it. So the slope is undefined because parallel lines have equal slopes. And the slope of this line is m equals y2, negative 2, minus y1, all over x2, which is 6, minus 1. So that's negative 4 over 5. So a parallel line has a slope of negative 4 over 5. J, we got an x-intercept of 3. So we could draw a graph, but that's the point of 3, 0. Y-intercept of 4 is the point of 0, 4. So the slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So that's 4 over negative 3, which is negative 4 over 3. So a parallel line got a slope of the same, negative 4 over 3. Notice I converted these two to a point, 2 points, and I did the slope formula. And I didn't write it down, but I did this in my head. I did the y2 minus the y1 over x2 minus x1. And this one is kind of different, so I'm going to multiply this out and simplify it. There, what I'm going to do to get the slope, I'm going to solve this for y. So 2y equals, I'm going to put dx first, and then plus 6, and this 6 comes over to become minus. So 2y equals negative 3x plus 0. 2y equals negative 3x. Divide by 2. Y equals negative 3 over 2x. So the parallel slope to that is a negative 3 over 2. Notice I solve this equation for y. And when I do, I get the equation y equals mx plus b. And this one is the same, a little bit different. So I'm going to cross multiply. So 1 times y minus 2. Let me write that down. And 4 times x plus 1. The reason I multiply this way because I wanted the y to be on the left side. So I multiply this one first, then this one second. That gives me y minus 2 equals 4x plus 4. Y equals 4x plus 4 plus 2. Y equals 4x plus 6. So the slope is 4, so parallel slope is 4. So just working out the slope of parallel lines. Parallel lines have the same slope. practice means pause the video, work out these answers to see if you're going to get them right. Here we go. The slope of this line is -6, so a parallel line has a slope of -6. The slope of this line is 1/3, so a parallel line has a slope of 1/3. Parallel lines have the same slopes. The slope of this line is -3/7, so a parallel line has a slope of -3/7. Notice all these equations here are y equals mx plus b. All of them, y equals mx plus b, so the slopes are in front of the x. This is the point slope form, so the point here is 6 and a -4, and the slope of this line is 2 because it's the point slope form. So a parallel slope, a line parallel to that is a slope of 2. This is the slope x-intercept form, so the x-intercept is -2, so that's -2, 0, and the slope is -7. So a parallel line to that has a slope of -7. And we have to solve this one for y. -6y equals -9x plus 6 divided by -6. Cancels, we get a y. That becomes positive 3/2x minus 1. So the slope is 3/2, so the parallel line has a slope of 3/2. X equals -1 is is straight up and down. So there's the x-axis. -1 is roughly right there. So so that's a vertical line. So the slope is of the parallel line is undefined. The slope of a vertical line is undefined. Y equals 2. Y is always 2. Horizontal line. There's 2 there. There's the y-axis. So y is always 2. So the slope is 0. So the slope of parallel to that is 0. Because all horizontal lines, y is 2. X is changing. Notice there's no rise, there's only a run, so the slope of a horizontal line is 0. And slope here is y2, which is 7 minus 2, and x2 is 1, and x1 is 4. So that gives me 5/-3, which is -5/3. So the parallel line has a slope of -5/3. Through this point and an x-intercept, well, an x-intercept is 0.50. So we can get, if we change the x-intercept of 5 to the 0.50, then we got y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Double negative positive is 4/3. So the slope of the parallel line is 4/3. And we have another slope to do. 2 points. So y2 is 11 minus the 8. x2 minus x1. So that's a 3/1/3. So the slope of the parallel line is 3. X-intercept is -6, 0. Y-intercept is 4. So that's 0, 4. And we do the slope. y2 minus y1. x2 minus x1. And this is x1, y1. That's x2, y2. And that gives me a 4 on top, double negative positive, 6 on the bottom, 2/3. So a parallel line has a slope of 2/3. And solve this one out. I'm going to solve for y, make it easier. So -3y plus 6 equals 12x. -3y equals 12x minus 6. The x goes first, because I'm writing it as y equals mx plus b. So I'll divide by -3. Cancels out. Y equals -4x plus 2. So the slope of that line is -4. So a parallel line has a slope of -4. And we'll do this one by rise and run. So I can either go up like this. So that's up 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's a +4. I can go 1, 2, 3 that way. So that's a -3 because it's to the left. So the slope is rise over run. And the rise is a +4 and the run is a -3. So the slope is -4/3. So parallel line has a slope of -4/3. The slope of blank lines are equal. The slope of parallel lines. The slope of parallel lines are equal. Parallel lines have equal slopes. Don't forget it. Memorize it. If you like my video, click the like button and the subscribe button and the notification bell if you're a subscriber. Write a comment if you wish. Visit my math website, www.mathfullyexplained.com, and you get sections on me. It talks about my degrees and teaching experience. My video section talks about the strategies you're going to use to help you learn your math. And the content section has the topics and the number of videos on those topics on my YouTube channel. The black font is what's online right now. The red font will be what's online in the near future. Thank you for viewing my video. Bye-bye.